miraculously, A, kept it off the fence, and B, look at how quickly Indycar gets to a yellow flag situation to protect Joseph Newgarden.
And that was the move right there. He had to make an adjustment late in the corner with Alex below to slow down.
Got to go 10-10s here, right? He's going to try to just open up a massive gap. Everybody else will be in some level of fuel save as Tim Cindric looks on.
I like where Palou and Herta are at back there in 7th and 8th. They were a lap down. They couldn't come in. It actually helped them. So they are 4 laps to the grid. McLaughlin, Newgarden, Rossi, Rosenquist. They did not lose any track position. They're on the lead lap 7 and 8. And they have a little more fuel. As the championship leader, Palou back there at 7th. They know Newgarden is fast. We watched him carve through the field from his 25th starting position at the beginning of the race. Here we go again. Will Power with the early jump over Lucas. McLaughlin running at 3rd, side by side on the track.
Remember, there's only 8 cars on our lead lap right now, so some of the cars in between are not for position. Like this one right here, you see McLaughlin going around Marcus Armstrong. That one not for position, so you got to be very careful about knowing who you're racing and who's actually a lap down right now.
Newgarden is looking up ahead to Scott Dixon, who is 2 laps down right now because he was on pit lane that just exited when the caution came out.
Outside of getting high in turn 2 again after what happened, making that work.
And he knows that the sweepers have been at work, so Newgarden has a clean billiard table to work with. There's several drivers following suit. Palou looking pretty racy further back.
Siegel on the high side. That's Connor Daly below. That one not for position. Daly 2 laps down. Siegel 1 lap down. Everybody's on their own program, it seems.
And Will Power just turned the fastest lap of the race by a chunk of 25.7. McLaughlin at 25.9, but presumably McLaughlin's going to have to tune it back now and start to save fuel, while Will Power effectively is going to do qualifying laps and try to open up the gap to make one more stop.
So it's interesting listening to the radio on the 3. It doesn't sound like they think they have to make another stop now. The number is sort of changing. You saw McLaughlin kind of come out there like gangbusters on that restart to try and get as far forward as he could. They settle in here with the fuel setting on the steering wheel. Kyle Moyer is told that you can go hard, but we're good in this position. Doing it this way, the way we're doing it right now, is better. So I think their plan, they think they can go the rest of the way without having to make another stop.
It had to be the plan. Otherwise, you would not have stopped there and would have done what Howard and Lucas did.
To be honest, it wasn't at the start of this kind of cycle. They were expecting to have to make another stop. I think that extended yellow with the track cleanup helped him and maybe some of these other guys too.
James, right now, McLaughlin is way too fast for Will Power. It's not like Will Power is just dumping him. And 2 seconds lap.
2/10 of a second on that last lap, so if they've got into their rhythm already on the 3,
Yeah, that's not enough.
you're sitting pretty.
To McGillic's point, thinking what the 3 strategy was, that was the safer call. Even if they didn't think they could make it, they knew if you didn't stop, you had to. So you'd be in the same position, needing one more stop, but you would then not need to save fuel.
Side-by-side action still happening further back in the field. That's Rinus VK on the outside of Christian Lindor. Those drivers also not on the same lap. That sun is starting to get fierce in 3 and 4. Not starting to get, continues to be fierce. It's been like that.
I haven't talked about Kyle Kirkwood for a while since that incident early in the race. He's 34 laps down, but still fighting. He's 42nd right now.
Not even track up. It's tough as a driver to know that you're not in contention for anything. None of your passes on track mean a position in the race, but it's still, in these early days of the hyper, it's so useful top winner needs a 34-second
Man, willpower
to come out in front.
I don't-
3.
Him and Scott Dixon.
But after he kicks, he's got all the kick in the world. Yeah, but he's going to have to pass all those cars. It's always tougher to make the passes in this type of scenario on the racetrack. Track position is so important. You can control the field save.
Blockwood still running a pretty good pace, 26-second laps, which is about a second faster than what we were seeing during fuel save.
Yeah, it's 0.8 of a second. 0.8 of a second faster than.
So there goes David Malukas. So he's bailing out, making his last stop.